Miss No,
What it do, bro?
what's going down, man?
Man, chilling, trying to get this camera right. What it do,
Chilling, man. How you feeling, man?
bro? I'm cooling, bro. Cooling.
Already, man. What's new with you?
Man, shit here chilling, working,
Yeah,
grinding.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got some
How you
music
doing,
coming up.
bro?
What you got? What,
Huh?
you got the music coming. What you got? Tell me what you working on, man. With the music and all that.
Yeah, man. I just I write a lot of songs. I just finished a song for a Southern soul artist, man. Good song, and it's pretty good. A song called "A Preacher from the Waist Up" and "A Hoe from the Waist Down." You know, you try to get into different stuff. And yeah, man. Just did a super good record with Bun, man, called Free Shots. We just finished the video, Boomtown. He shot the video, and yeah, it's a super good record, man. I'm excited about it, and then like to be able to work my way back up because you know, coming back from, I don't want no handouts. I like hand ups. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need to have my own money. I need to have my own shit.
Yeah.
So kind of working my way back into it pretty nicely, man.
Yeah. So you going working towards the album, or you just kind of just dropping joints right now, just getting singles off?
Well, just trying to figure out how the music works. You know what I'm saying? Just really trying to be hands on and figure out how it works. And so yeah, but like it's more like I'm just doing singles and doing videos to them, and then like put that out and then put them all together and like put it with an album and have videos with it. So it's kind of like that because just trying to feel my way as far as what my positioning in this. You know what I'm saying? And to make it suitable for whatever Bond is doing. You see what I'm saying? Just a team player, it's family. So I'm just going to continue to play my position and do what I need to do.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Tell me, because I know you out there in Mississippi, man. Like, tell me how it was, like, even before you got up with UGK, like, what you were doing out there, like, musically or just coming up. You know what I'm saying? How it was, like, for you in your time and shit.
Well, to be honest, I never intended to just sit out and do no music. It found me, really. I wasn't doing anything, going to school, man, peddling, doing what we do back then, and just ran into him, man. And once I ran into him, Pimp saw something in me that I ain't seeing myself, and I really didn't see it until we did that front, back, and side to side because, like,
But wait, because you skipped a whole lot. I mean, how did you go from being in college, not having intentions of doing music, just kind of hustling, doing your thing, to meeting them and him seeing something in you? Like, what music? What did you do musically to make him see, or was it just image wise?
I think, bro. Like at that time, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had some weed that came back from up north, northern land, and made it down here. And I had a partner named Black. He was actually the rapper, so I kind of put a promo pack together with him. But I put some of the weed in there, and I did a joking song, a song called "The Pimp Mac Hustle," and they liked it. Bond and Pimp liked it. They invited me to the club because they had a show actually in Jackson, Mississippi that night, that Club Underground. And, I met them there that night, and he invited me to come to Port Arthur. Man, you dope. This is Pimp. Man, you dope. You should come to Port Arthur for a couple of weeks. And, I got everything because you got to understand I'm young. I'm in school at the time.
So you like what, 2021 up in there, or younger than that?
Nah, younger than that. Maybe like 19.
Oh shit.
18, 19. And so Pimp, he invited me to come to Port Arthur to live with him stay with him for like 2 weeks to just see how it would go. And then I ended up living with him for like 2 years. Like we was just there on San Jack.
So what you doing when you come to PA, man? Like, tell me some of this, man, because I've heard about that house, that San Jack house, man. Like, some of the stuff that was just going down in there, man. How many people was coming through, and
well, for me, like I didn't at first. I didn't really. I just knew I liked being there. I didn't really understand why I was there. but Pimp he was putting together a team.
Yeah.
And
So who's all there when you get there? Like, who do you meet?
well, like who was there when I got there?
Yeah, like like who's all there? Like you say, you put his team together. Like who's on the team that you meeting? Like when you get to San Jay?
When we was there, of course it was Bun. It was good brother Leroy White. Um, Bun. I mean, you know DJ Bird for sure. Ski Daddy. Mitchell Quinn for sure. You had Herb K, the Point of Dorian. You know DMD. Um, wasn't quite teams at the time because everybody was kind of doing their own thing. But like as far as Pimp team, um, Smitty out of Dallas, Smitty Trill, he was there. You know, yeah, about as much as I remember. Anybody else I forgot, man. Herb K. You know, anybody else I forgot, please excuse me. But those are the guys that I know. You know, that were there when I first arrived, and like it was just what it was.
So he
You know.
telling you like what? Like I want you to be down. I want you to like sign the UGK records. Like what is he like telling you like while you
Well,
there?
when we got there, I was supposed to be a part of a group called the Bud Brothers,
Okay.
and that was Mitchell Quinn and I. You know, I remember a song we were working on called "Adding Roaches to the Ashes." But yeah, that's what it started out being, and like, you know, we would travel. I would travel with them, and like I had the ability to like freestyle. So like, you know, and a lot of times, you know, it would come, you know, it would come in a way to where it was like more competition because back then it was like competition. It's like working against each other before each other for the betterment of the song. If that makes sense. And so, you know, obviously I impressed him in some way because we ended up in Louisiana, and I don't know if the name of the studio was Gumbo Funk Studios, and they was working on the front, back, and side to side. I had no idea that he wanted me on it when we went in there. You know, he was the kind of dude that didn't tell you stuff. He put you on high. He put you on alert.
So
If
so
you
what so
did
what's your
something,
role? So what's your role on the road? Like you just still the dude with the trees and shit, or you like doing hype man shit? Like what you kind of doing at this before this?
no, I mean, no, I was doing a lot of stuff, like all of that. But more importantly, you know, he seen I had a skill set. Cause like when Pimp would do his music, I would sit there you gotta keep in mind, I was living in a house with him. So when he got up and I heard something, I got up to go hear what he was doing. And in the process of that, I learned how to produce music from him. You see, I'm already a wordy person anyway. I mean, if you listen to UGK before front, back, and side to side, then listen to them after front, back, and side to side. Like a lot of stuff, Pimp would call me at 3 in the morning and say something funny. You know, you know, okay, that's funny. Hang up. You know, but it was kind of like building stuff because I had a way of saying stuff in a funny way, but I was serious. You know what I'm saying? Serious. So, you know, one thing led to another. I ended up getting incarcerated. So I had the affordability to do a lot of reading, like reading the dictionary. I know a lot of words because I know the power of words now. You know?
Wait, you got incarcerated before front, back, and side to side? Are you talking about afterwards?
After I got front, back, and side to side was probably part of the reason I got incarcerated because I tried to stay regular and people didn't look at me that way. See, I went to the same places, did the same thing, but I got a hit record on the radio now.
Yeah.
And I'm the only fool that didn't know it at the time. So it, you know, just what it was.
Man, okay, take me through that session though. Like, how does he tell you like, all right, Smoke, you gonna get on this one? Like,
Well, when we went there, to be honest with you, I noticed it was some people that wasn't like us that was there. I don't know if they was Jewish or white or whatever, but they appeared to be some record company executives from wherever they was from. So, real story, like when he said, Smoke, I want you to come be on this, like, bro,
yeah.
you know, so we got in there, I tried a couple times, and it ain't worked. So DJ Bird pulled me outside. He was he rooted me up, put them cables in me. I went back in there and I did it. And everybody was like, you know, because I didn't believe it. But he did. Yeah. And so after that, while the song was going on, they tried to corner me and talk to me. And Pimp snapped out. He snapped completely out. Then I didn't.
Oh, they trying to get you to sign. Now they interested in shit like that.
Yeah, now they interested. He snapped out because, I mean, maybe he knew what they were doing, but whatever it was, I felt like he protected me from a bad engagement. Let's just put it that way. Mm-hmm.
No shit. Okay, so wait. So what does he do? Like, you got to walk me through it in true Pimp C style. Like, what does he do once he see him talking to you and shit?
Well, he snapped, man. He snapped. He used cuss words and get the fuck away from him and all this shit. You know, he uses snap. You know, that's the one thing about him. Like, the wholehearted righteous pimp. Honestly, man, it wasn't no cut. He was just pure truth. That's how a lot of that I picked up. Like, you know, I'm only tell you the truth. What's the point of lying to you for? You don't got no power over me like that. You know?
Yeah, yeah. So okay, that comes out, you know what I'm saying, and you still just being regular Smoke D, you know what I'm saying, from around the way and shit, and end up being locked up. But then you were like, how you end up getting a recorder to end up recording that stuff that became them interludes for Ridin Dirty and all that?
I got the recorder from a guy. I had it when I was on the street. I was doing music with a guy named Aaron Gowdy. And I'm in California now, I produce music. But when I had it on the street, of course I called the charge or whatever. So I had it brought to an OG of mine here named Kevin Stokes. And Stokes hooked it up for me to get it inside the prison. But what I needed a microphone. So what we did, you know, the newscasters, the thing that they have here,
yeah,
those microphones, they pick up the sound closest to it and it filters out everything else. You see what I'm saying? That's why you can hear that noise in the background. It's so clear. It's a DAT tape. So, of course, you know, Stokes didn't walk it in. Somebody walked it in there for me. We're going to leave it at that. So once that happened, they couldn't tell if it was a Walkman or what. They thought it was a Walkman because I would put the microphone in my ear and I would walk around like I'm jamming the box, but all the time I'm recording.
No,
you see?
Shit.
Yeah.
Is anybody picking up on what you're doing? Like anybody?
They don't have the slightest idea, bro, at all. They ain't know nothing. I was able to record it, and once I got through recording it, smart enough to send everything back out because I knew, like, once I got a whiff that because it wasn't intentionally set up to be put on the album. That wasn't what it was for. It was for me to let them know that I was okay. You see?
No
because
shit.
There's a lot of other things. Yeah, no shit, bro.
So that's why you really like live before, you know what I'm saying, for the motherfucking Fed, just like on some update shit.
Right. I wanted them to know that I was okay. That was it. But Pimp, he had other ideas. And so by the time I'm getting processed, I get to another facility, wind has it, of what I'd done. They treated me bad because of it.
This before it comes out, it's just words starting to spread around the prison and shit.
Yeah, so I had to get around it because once it came out and they found out I was actually in the prison, and like, how did you do this?
Yeah.
You see? How did you do this? So, bro, I'm going to just put it this way. I took my lick. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, but it was something to do. You know what I'm saying? It turned out it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Because of what it did, the way he used it and the way, you know, it jailed out, you know, and then they didn't forget about me. You see what I'm saying? That's the point. It's easy for someone to get it. Boy and Pimp, I would call them, man, your spot out here. You ready to do what you need to do? Just come on, you know. I remember those conversations. That kind of stuff kept me strong, you know, in there. Then I had the respect of being a part of something legendary from inside the prison.
Yeah.
So I got, you know, more fan base from prison than I do out here.
When you did it, what was it? Just one? Is that one like sitting, like one day in there where you recorded all that, or is just a bunch of different?
Dude, it can't go like that. They count too much. They was counting too much at that time. I don't know what it is. Like I would sit there and have it on because, you know, it's a Walkman. I ain't never had to turn. I ain't know what it was, but sometimes I had to not do it and then play out because I also had beats on there that I would put in there, and I would do like rap sessions in the prison, like, and it was more like preaching because they liked what I was a part of. So of course they wanted to hear some shit, and so whatever was going on in there, you know, like I'm just gonna tell you the truth, you know, and I'm gonna stand on it, and like, you know, those kind of places they just make you more of what you are. Whatever you are, they're gonna reach in there and pull it out. You see. Yeah. And so I just thank God for making me and birthing me to be the man that I am. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent.
When you say it makes you more, like what was the effect on you? Like what was it? What did it pull out of you?
Well, it pulled me out of me. It pulled a bunch of me's out of me. It made me explore parts of myself that I didn't even know existed in me. And from that point, I became a methodologist. And I'm going to tell you why, real quick. I had an old man named Mr. Sonny. And like, I'm 6'5", dude. I'm 315 pounds. I look big, stupid, and dumb. But I'm not. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, he tell me, every time I went around him, he was talking, hey, motherfucker. He would always talk to him like normal human beings don't talk like that. So I put him to the side. I said, Mr. Adolf, why you talking like that? He said, son, I'm glad you asked. He said, son, if these young boys thought I had any sense in here, I'd be dead a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? He said, this is something I'm going to give you, son. It's called switching pictures. See, you, they think you big, dumb, and stupid. Let them think that. And so when I realized what he was giving me, it was like, don't show them who you are. They don't deserve to see who you are. So I walked around, by the time they figured out what I'd done, 30 days done passed. You know, because in prison is who brings the economics to whatever dorm you in. You become important. You see? And so just different stuff like that, man. But like, it's a beautiful thing when God build you where you can take your lick. See, a lot of people don't take their lick. You put your foot on them people though, then you go cry. Why you crying? You see? If you're gonna do something, be willing to stand up for that which you do. And that was, you know, a lot of blessings. That means it just was a blessing being there. For some people, they scared or whatever. Not for me. It helped me. I didn't have guidance, you know. So yeah, thank you for listening. What's next, bro?
Man, how long? So how long were you in there?
Altogether.
On that particular one.
The first one was like 6.5, and then I got caught again.
Okay, wait. So that's like 94 or something. Damn, so you get out like around 2000, 2001, somewhere up in there.
2001, yep. Then around 2001. Then like I went back and I got out. And when I got out, 10 days later, Pimp went in.
Okay, so tell me this, because what is your, like, how are you seeing like the evolution of like Pimp C from when you first meet them at 19 to like you get out of prison and like now they, you know, they had fame, Big Pimpin' came out, now he kind of in this place, like.
Yeah, when that came out, I was still incarcerated.
Right.
See, when I came out from the first thing, I stayed out. Pimp was out 10 days. Before he was already going to jail, so I never saw him.
You never even got to see him?
I never saw him.
No shit.
He went to jail, and we were writing each other letters. Someone took my letter. Some of my family members took my letters. I get them somewhere. But we were doing that then, so when he was getting ready to get out, I had caught another charge in Louisiana, and I was going back in. So before I went back in, I had an apartment down the street from his house that, you know, he have in Port Arthur now. You know, I was just trying to prepare. We started on an album or whatever. But like I say, Pimp went through various differences too. People that were around him at this day and time, I did not know. And Pimp was different. He was a different Pimp.
Different than how so? What you mean? If you had to compare
different
and
than
contrast like
different in
before and
life,
now.
different in like I don't know. You know how it is when you can identify stuff by spirit and energy.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what any doing, but it was just something different about him. He wasn't the same. It was like the world had taken something away from him, something away from his spirit. You see, and I could speculate. You can do anything. People say stuff all the time, but you got to stay out of God's business. So that's what I chose to do. You see, because I don't know, and I don't know nobody that know. If they do know, that means to me that they don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at. But the blessings and the teachings and the things that I learned from him, he's still living through me. Man, I saw Bun a beat, and Bun, like, he called me back in 3 minutes. He said, that's it. The next day, Bun sung a verse, and you know what? That was Bun. Used to, you know what I'm saying? That before I went to prison, Bun. That's the Bun, you see? And so, for me, I don't know if you can hear me or not, bro.
I can hear you. I can tell the screen is frozen, but I can hear you though.
Yeah, but for me, to be able to learn something from Pimp, take that which I learned, knowledge, and apply it, made it wisdom, which is doing the music, and then to present it to Bun, and to have him to get it in such a way, and then to just go back and get Boomtown. Because, see, he was on the steps. These people were there before me, but to get Boomtown, he don't even shoot videos. He shoot movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he comes down to shoot the movie. That's that connection, because I'm looking for that energy. And, man, got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the blessing in it for me. And with me being from Mississippi, of course, I mean, I'm from South Texas, too. My grandfather, grandmother, all the daddy, all that, too. Just out in the Beaumont part. So I kind of grew up in both places. But for me, mainly being from Mississippi and to be able to be a part of basically anything. Come on, man. 17 years? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Winning. Just happiness and positivity, bro, and trying to stay the course and move and stay out these monkeys' way. This internet, this is the first time I did this, bro. I don't do this because I see what it can do to people. Motherfuckers dying going live.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not the guy. I'm not your guy. I just stay because I don't handle my business on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you.
Man, one of my favorite clips, man, with you and Pimp when y'all was doing that Get Down on It, man. Talk about, because how long were you out in between that time?
That was the time when I was going back in. That was the time, so it wasn't long.
Oh, you already got back in. You had already had another case, and you already.
Yeah, I had another case already. I was all on my way back in when we was working on this stuff. You see, but it was under the pretense that he was going to be alive and I was going to come back home and we was going to finally get everything together. But as soon as I got in the pen, less than 6 months, man, already had passed away. So, yeah.
Do you think? What do you think? Because I've had a few people on the show, man. What do you think actually happened to him?
Well, like I say, bro, some issues I stay out of God's business. I was in prison. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't you understand, I operate from a different code. What's the definition? I believe you, but I need proof. I have no proof of what happened, and I can think, but if I think of that, that'll be me getting in God's business because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, not to knock the future question, but I can't answer a question when I don't have knowledge about the question that's being asked. I don't. I was eating emu in Louisiana working with cows and horses at that time, getting punished. So, yeah.
Man, you ever, I don't know, man, do you ever think about, like, man, I missed a lot of years, you know what I'm saying? Hustling, man.
No,
You know what I mean?
bro. You know what I missed? I missed a bunch of killing. God saw fit to take me and put me in a place and set me aside, bro.
You was just in a different place. You was a different smoke.
Bro, I was a monster.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? I mean, not that I'm still not, because we all are part of what we are, but then I've explored other sides of myself to become a complete man. You know what I'm saying? I stay in God mode. I don't cheat. I don't bend. I don't break. And I stand on my word because my name is my name. You're not going to be able to take my name somewhere. People do it, but they do it somewhere else talking to other people. I'm just trying to be a straight up person. That's all it is. To me, that's the definition of what being trill is. No being. Staying in God mode. Staying prayed up. Doing what you need to do. Exactly that. Not wasting time with uncircumcised Philistines, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's some real shit, man. You say God saved you. That's real. That's real.
You know?
Man,
I'm rocking with the bond. That's what I'm doing, huh?
No, go ahead. What you were saying?
I said I'm rocking with the bond. That's what I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The bird. I'm working with the people. I mean, it's some guys, out of Alabama I speak with a lot. I've been doing some music with them over Hen Dog and Bo now, the DSP. I've been doing some stuff with them. Just other than we got some guys out of St. Louis, some guys out of there, TB. Just making connections, but just being more underground because I just, the visibility of the internet, it seems dangerous to me. It just seems dangerous to me. It's too much of your personal exposure. Too many people can face you out. They go on there and they watch you secretly, and they build dry cases and they reverse dry snitch. Get on the internet and say your name. Then time you go dead, the police gonna come for the first person that they said the name for. You see all of that kind of stuff. Ooh, man. Ooh, So yeah, man, I would much rather just came to Houston and sit at the house and chill with you and talk that. You know what I'm saying? But I understand because I had these engagements with Bond, like Smoke, you got to be visible. I didn't come from an era where you take cameras and you get in the club and you post up in profile. I never came from that.
Because all this happened and you've been inside while the world been.
It's like I'm walking to Mars. Like, what are they doing, bro? Kid you not. When I got out of prison the first time, I seen somebody using the earbud and they was talking. So are they talking to themselves? Nobody was in the car with them. They was just mouth moving. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So you see, it takes a short period of time for the world to forget you. See? And the way things are going now with all this killing and stuff, I mean, the book got to be fulfilled, bro. It's got to be fulfilled. That's kind of the way I see it. I don't, you do what you can to try to be the best person that you can be, and I think that helps the world. You know what I'm saying? Because most time, a lot of people look at other people. You always got to look at yourself. Because 95% of the time when something happens to you, it's because of yourself.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shoot, a lot of people are not like that, So, yeah, thank you for listening.
Nah, man. I appreciate you taking time, man. What's some of your funniest Pimp C memories before we get up out of here? There's some shit that you'll never forget where you just trip out sometimes like, man, that boy Pimp was wild.
I'll give you one real quick. He had a song called Lick Me Down and Round. That was the stupidest song. And he knew it was stupid, but we laughed and hawked on it for about 3. Lick me down, man. Ooh. Yeah, man. And just fond memories, like we would be out in the front yard cooking alligator garfish, stuff like that. And like they had these popular beers back then named Red Bull, like the 40 ounces.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so like, but to reiterate, no, I didn't miss anything. Everything is exactly as it should be. You see? What's for you is for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's real, man. Yeah,
and so, like, in this reinsurgence, man, listen, bro. It's real shit. Like, just think about it. Like, let's see, 6 years ago, a little more, I was eating carrots and emu in Louisiana in a prison. You hear me? I get out after 17 years, and look at where I'm at now. Bro, I did stuff they're supposed to build another prison for me for. Why am I here? Why am I talking to you? And by the way, you got a good report. And I researched you too. I know that your favorite drink is also my favorite drink.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Oh yeah.
And sometime soon in the near future, when the good parolees of the United States of America emancipate me, I can come out there and we can partake it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because I believe investing in the person. I don't want to just meet you and we just do an interview. I want to get to know who you are, like in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's possible.
Man, yeah,
You
no,
know,
yo, man, I love that, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be live as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be live as hell.
Yeah.
Man.
It's just, bro, I be looking at the streets and like trying to figure out like different rules that we grew up on, you know, how to, you know, think about doing it better. Like, it's crazy. But I can tell you one thing I learned from experience here recently. I don't want anybody to bring anybody around me unless they love them enough to where they're willing to stand in front of them and die for them. And the reason why I'm saying that is just this relativity, because like, take for instance, you and I. If I bring somebody around you that I love, and then you love me and I love you, chances are you already love them. Yeah. That keeps confusion down. The relativity, right. You know what I'm saying? That monkey, that's going to get us locked up.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody hurt, like, that ain't like living, bro. You know? So, just got to kind of have these things set up. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah, hell yeah. How much longer you got before you out of there?
Man, listen, bro. 11 months, nigga. 11 months, nigga. After 29 years of them people putting their foot on my neck and their elbow in my back, 11 months.
11 months.
And you know what? I don't know how to tell you I'ma feel, bro. Like, to be able to just, I haven't been able to do stuff in so long. I don't even care about doing it. That's strange. Like, all of the stuff I thought I wanted to do, like once I got emancipated fully, I don't have a desire no more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, of course I want to be able to travel on my own accord. If you say come to Houston, blah, blah, blah. That's about it, though. And I probably won't even drive then. You know, I don't want no engagement with police. Period. Yeah. No more of my life. None.
I feel that. What's some of the, because I mean, I have people in there, like, I got people that's in there and shit. Like, what's some of the worst shit that you've seen in there where you like, man, you know what, I never want to go to this place ever again?
There's a lot of it. Oh, probably the worst situation. Like, everything I went through, I was able to learn from and become more intelligent about it. So I'm going to tell you about power. See, in the street, when I was young, I started acquiring power, different kind of power. I got to prison, I grew up, and I thought that I was just smoke deep, just, you know, and I had a reputation for, you know, so when I got to prison, I had that same power. And what I did, the methodology of it don't matter. I ended up getting some stuff in there that I wasn't supposed to have, okay? I'm in a whole nother state, and I'm pulling moves niggas can't pull in their own state. What I did was make myself look like a smothered pork chop sandwich with sauteed onions and mushrooms and all of the trimmings around it, nigga. Them niggas in Louisiana is different. They not clandestine. They not gangs there. And so what happened is they sent one dude to come in and take my stuff. Now, that ain't gonna happen. Cause see, you know, you gotta know the rules. Nobody don't wanna die. Nobody don't wanna catch no more time. Me, I'm willing to do both. I'm down here by myself. That's just how I'm built. You don't get it dead from me. So now anyway, you know, not to go into this. So anyway, man, I ain't gonna say his name. I ought to say it, but I ain't gonna say it. So anyway, bro, I grabbed him by his head. I cocked my pistol back after he tried to, you know, come in there and confront me. I cocked my pistol back. I'm finna kill him. Man, about 13 niggas started going up the floors in the wall. And each one of them had razor sharp butcher knives. Crush them. Murder man danced me to death. The only thing saved me was that before they did this shit, they had to go to their big dog and get the okay. They operate different down there. And that nigga saved me because I treated him with respect and was kind to him at another camp. That was the scariest thing I ever could. Nigga, I was dead. I was dead. But I learned something about power. Just because you got power, you got to know when, where, and how to use it. Or it's not power. You see? So, yeah, thank you for listening. That was like the scariest moment, nigga. I was going to be out of here.
That shit
just like that.
Hell, man. God damn.
But nothing, nigga, for being stupid, nigga. I was stupid, but I learned. You know, you can't go around, man. It's a motherfucking house full of hyenas, and then you coming up with one steak, nigga. That ain't you in that steak too. Now they gonna at least kill you to get the steak.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was probably like the most scariest thing, bro.
And that was in Louisiana. What part of Louisiana you said it was?
That was in a place called Waterproof. Cause see, they move you around. I ended up at DCI when Boosie came. When Boosie first came into the system, I was at the prison he came at. And we actually engaged in lift weights together. He still owed me a bag of summer sizes and shit. Because like you can have all the money you want, but when you get in that system, they control your money. So the first, couple weeks to a month, you don't get to get canteen and shit. But he was the only dude I knew from the streets. Everybody else in that prison I was meeting was new. Yeah. But it was a blessing. I can't say it was bad. It was a blessing for me because I'm here and I'm a better person, in spite of what I did or didn't do. So, my music, the thing that we do, we display that. I hang with a group of guys and we like invest in each other. If I put 5,000 on the table, each one of them gonna put 5,000 on the table. See what I'm saying? And it's an ownership thing. I've been in prison. I'm not asking nobody for no job. I ain't never had no job for nobody anyway. And don't want one. I want to own something. I want my, even if, you paying taxes on it, you'll never really own it because they can take it back. So it's not really yours. But, in the pretense of owning something, that's my thing. That's what I've always shot for, and I'm cool with it now. So, yeah, man.
That's what it is, man. Yeah, we gotta, we definitely gotta chop it up again, man, in person, man. We can start moving around, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm on deck, bro. As long as it's truthful and it's real, I'm on deck.
Yeah. That's a devil, man. You got anything else, man, before we close out?
I guess I could promote something, man. I got these shirts that are on the way. We got leggings for the women. We got some music. Got a new video with Bun B. It's really jamming, bro. It's called Free Shots, and it's directed by Boomtown. And we got a lot of.
Y'all still on working on it?
It's not out. I just got the finished cut the day before yesterday. Okay. But of course I can share it with you all for here. You know what I'm saying? And so just working with a lot of different artists, shooting videos, the regular stuff, and just now really able to do it where you can see me make like a resurgence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like that, and I ain't by myself because you can't do this thing by yourself. Yeah. It take all of us, Yeah. So yeah, man, thank you for the interview and thank you for listening, bro. I really appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you, man, taking time, man. Man, you run around for a lot, but at the same time, you did two things that's gonna live forever, man. Between that front, back, and side to side, and them interludes on Ridin Dirty, man. So
man, I'm trying to get paid from the interludes now. They still ain't pay me yet. I need to put a Dave Chappelle, nigga. Boycott this shit or something, nigga. But I'm in the process of working on it now, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I had not been around to do anything or say anything, but now I'm here. Yeah. I'm not dead. So.
Yeah. Well, they should have a nice check for you, man, because if the album ain't platinum, it got to be damn near there at this point.
Well, God willing, that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that's the case. Whether they want to relinquish that check is another story within itself. So, yeah.
That's a bad
well, yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, man, we'll chop it up, man, for sure. And I appreciate you taking time out, man.
Bro, a preliminary cheers to you, bro. You heard me?
For sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Already, that's a bit, man.
Yes, sir, man. Stay up, bro.
All right, big dog.
No doubt.
Donnie Houston.